Hello everyone, Darko 2012 here, and I'm reading an article titled What Skeptics Really Believe About Vaccines, Medicine, Consciousness, and the Universe. This is written by Mike Adams from Natural News on January 24th, 2010. He's a good writer and he always has good articles, informative. I'm not going to read the whole thing, it goes down to here, but I'm just going to kind of pick some out and then I'm going to get down to this last paragraph right here. But like I said, I'm not going to even have time to read it all. Of course, I'll post a link so that you can check it out yourself. It says in the world of medicine, the skeptics claim to be the sole protectors of intellectual truth. Everyone who disagrees with them is just a quack, they insist. Briefly stated, skeptics are in favor of vaccines, mammograms, pharmaceuticals, and chemotherapy. They are opponents of nutritional supplements, herbal medicine, chiropractic care, massage therapy, energy medicine, homeopathy, prayer, and therapeutic touch. But there's much more that you need to know about skeptics. As you'll see below, they themselves admit they have no consciousness and that there is no such thing as a soul, a spirit, or a higher power. There is no life after death. In fact, there's not much life in life when you're a skeptic. What skeptics really believe? I thought it would be interesting to find out exactly what skeptics actually believe, so I did a little research and pulled this information from various skeptic websites. What I found will make you crack up laughing so hard that your abs will be sore for a week. Take a look. Skeptics believe that all vaccines are safe and effective, even if they've never been tested, that all people should be vaccinated, even against their will, and that there's no limit to the number of vaccines a person can be safely given. So injecting all children with, for example, 900 vaccines all at the same time is believed to be perfectly safe and good for your health. Skeptics believe that fluoride chemicals derived from the scrubbers of coal-fired power plants are really good for human health. They're so good, in fact, that they should be dumped into the water supply so that everyone is forced to drink those chemicals, regardless of the current level of exposure of fluoride from other sources. Skeptics believe that many 6-month-old infants need antidepressant drugs. In fact, they believe that people of all ages can be safely given an unlimited number of drugs all at the same time: antidepressants, cholesterol drugs, blood pressure drugs, diabetes drugs, anti-anxiety drugs, sleeping drugs, and more simultaneously. He's referring about how you take drugs and then you have to take another drug to combat the side effects, and then for that drug that you're taking to combat the side effects, you got to take another drug to combat those side effects. That's what he's talking about. Skeptics believe that the human body has no ability to defend itself against invading microorganisms and that the only thing that can save people from viral infections are vaccines. Yeah, our immune system is amazing. It is. Skeptics believe that pregnancy is a disease and childbirth is a medical crisis. They are opponents of natural childbirth, like having childbirth at your home. Skeptics do not, when you have like a midwife and that. Skeptics do not believe in hypnosis. This is especially hilarious since they are all prime examples of people who are easily hypnotized by mainstream influences. Skeptics believe that there is no such thing as human consciousness. They do not believe in the mind, only in the physical brain. In fact, skeptics believe that they themselves are mindless automatons, I don't know what that is, who have no free will, no soul, and no consciousness whatsoever. Skeptics believe that dead foods have exactly the same nutritional properties as the living foods. Skeptics believe that pesticides on the crops are safe, genetically modified foods are safe, and that any chemical food additive approved by the FDA is also safe. Uh, there is no advantage to buying organic food, they claim. And they're talking about all the artificial sweeteners. That's my biggest thing, is how the FDA passes these artificial sweeteners. And basically, the population of, quote, skeptics or I call them guinea pigs because the FDA is going to pass it, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of money involved to get that stuff passed. And, the people that take it, they're the guinea pigs. When the lawsuits start coming in for aspartame and whatnot, then eventually it will get pulled. The FDA will eventually pull it when they have no other choice. Otherwise, it'll discredit themselves as a legitimate regulatory organization or agency. Skeptics believe that water has no role in human health other than basic hydration. Water is inert, they say, and the water And the water in your toilet is identical to water from a natural spring, assuming the chemical composition is the same anyways. Skeptics believe that all phytochemicals and nutrients found in all plants are inert, having absolutely no benefit whatsoever for human health. The ignorance of this intellectual position is breathtaking. Skeptics believe that the moon has no influence over life on Earth. Farming in sync with the moon cycles is just superstition, they say. So why are the cycles of life for insects, animals, and humans tied to the moon? Skeptics believe that the sun has no role in human health other than to cause skin cancer. They completely deny any healing abilities of light. And I believe they're referring to vitamin D. Skeptics, which is great because I never got the H1N1 virus this fall, and all I did was take vitamin C, vitamin D, and ate healthy food, and I never got sick, and washed my hands. Skeptics believe that Mother Nature is incapable of synthesizing medicines. Only drug companies can synthesize medicines, they claim. Skeptics do not believe in intuition. They believe that mothers cannot feel the emotions of their infants at a distance. They write off all such psychic events as mere coincidence. Skeptics believe that all healing happens from the outside, from doctors and technical interventions. They do not believe that the patients have any ability to heal themselves. Thus, they do not ascribe any responsibility for health to patients. Rather, they believe that doctors and technicians are responsible for your health. Anyone who dismisses doctors and takes charge of their own health is therefore acting, quote, irresponsibly. Yeah, and if you're a parent, you'll get arrested and your child will be CPS. Simple as that. You have no power over your own body. I'm going to skip down here. You guys can read the rest. Nature is bad. Chemicals are good. Summing up the position of the skeptics is quite simple. Nature is bad. Chemicals are good. If we only had more chemicals injected into more babies, the world would be a better place, they say. If we could only ban all plants, herbs, vitamins, and supplements, we'd all be so much healthier because then we'd take more pharmaceuticals. Seriously, this is what they believe. They openly admit that this is their position. And all you people drinking green smoothies and growing your own food and getting natural sunlight and taking care of your own health and drinking herbal tea, well, you're just all fools, say the skeptics. You're all just too stupid to understand the, quote, real science. Because if you understood the real science, you'd give up all those useless herbs and superfoods and healing vegetables, and you'd be taking 20 different prescription medications instead. Then you'd be really smart, see? Because all those chemicals make you healthy and smart. A few extra vaccine injections will make you even smarter. Then you can enjoy the skeptics because you're smart enough at that point to understand that chemicals are the answer to all of life's problems. Depression, anxiety, digestion, sexual performance, sleep, even test-taking abilities. There's a chemical solution to every problem you might experience. And down here it says, never argue with drones. Realizing this, it makes it so much easier to debate with skeptics on any topic. Whatever they say, you just answer, who is buying that? Are you a conscious, free-thinking person with a mind and a soul saying, or are those words simply being automatically and robotically uttered from the mouth of a bag of bones and skin that has no mind and no soul? If they answer you honestly, they will have to admit that they believe that there are nothing more than robotic bag of bones and skin that mindlessly uttering whatever nonsense happens to escape their mechanical lips. At that point, you've already won the debate because you have a soul and they don't. You're arguing with a mindless robot. Seriously, think about this deeply. If you believe what the skeptics want you to believe, because they're always right, of course, then you must accept the fact that they have no consciousness. They are not really alive. They are just robotic biological machines. They are drones, in other words. And drones are not equal to a being of energy with a consciousness and a soul, inhabiting a human body with a purpose and awareness. Never argue with drones. You'll only waste your time and annoy the drone. Skeptics, zombies, and drones. Different words for the same thing. Soulless, mindless, lacking consciousness and free will, having no awareness of the value of life. These are the skeptics, arguing for vaccines, mammograms, chemotherapy today. They are agents of death who can only find solace in an industry of death, the industry of modern medicine. So there you go, everybody. I think being skeptical is healthy, and I think it's I think it's good to question things and be skeptical. But I think he's just using the word skeptical in a simple form. But thank you, everybody. Leave your comments.